kind regards. Was that what he said?
Best regards.
Best regards. Marcus, you're a legend. Amazing. Okay, on to the final of Crosscar Junior. While we just take in what Marcus Gronov said live on TV. You legend. Uito off the line with Hallen alongside. Moving from the outside of row 2. Who's moved across? It's Lucas Anderson, I think, has slotted into P3.
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah. So Anderson gets into P3. Great start. I know on the outside, going to lose loads of time through there, but it's Uito, Hallen and Anderson moving across from 4th into 3rd off the start. Great job.
Oh, Hallinen's all over the back of him, coming down the hill. Now the grip's up. It's so much easier to find the breaking point rather than earlier on in the day. I quite like to brush the track between each of these finals now just to make it a little bit more challenging and more interesting for us. But great job by that top 3 just to get the braking done and get nice and tidily through the hairpin. There's a big gap building after the top 3 here. They could be very clever with the Joker strategy now.
I was going to say there's 5 laps now, Hal, so this does change a little bit what you can do, but also the fact that you're in the final. We said this a few times with Andreas last time at Holliers, particularly when you've got 3 semis. There can be somebody in the semi who's qualified 1st to 4th, and then there's somebody in the semi who's qualified 14th to 18th, and the speed differential there means it's risky to joker early. When you reach the final, you can joker early if you want. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It depends who's in the race, what the pace difference is. I think running second, you've got to stay out. 3rd is probably worth a risk.
So Anderson goes from 3rd, and I think that's the right decision. Again, remember the juniors don't have spotters, so they have to make their own decisions.
It's made it work already.
Get information on the merge, yeah. So Anderson's made that work. Hallinan has lost time to Uito out front. Hallinan was right there on the first lap, but Uito is lapping more quickly. Uito's banged in best lap of the race there, Hal, from the looks of things. Screen's gone purple.
Bit of contact in the background. Sorry, Andrew, I was looking at the side-by-side contact through turn 1. I think it was Norstrand who lost out.
They're still going, look in the background, so no block track at least.
Uito doing what he did in the semi-finals, just eking out a margin. Hallinan looked really good on the first lap. But
Hallinan's going to go joker Hallinan. I think that's a good move. He won't know for sure, but it's 2.5 seconds back to Anderson, and I think Anderson's made mistakes, or Hallinan's had a good lap there, because he's going to come out in front. That's a great move by Lauri Hallinan. Really good awareness, and maybe not the perfect lap from Anderson to get the overlap, because I thought Anderson looked quicker. Certainly Anderson, when he's chasing, looks racier.
And now I would joker, as Uito is the leader, I would joker now, because there's never a replacement for track position. If he gets a puncture now and you still need a joker, likely to be game over, but I would joker now just to cover off the place and keep the position.
Yeah, so with a puncture, you know, you can keep the door shut. It's a long way round the outside in any of these corners. From the hairpin onwards, it's a long way round the outside, isn't it? So Hal's dead right from a safety point of view, but Uito stays out.
Yeah, and I think that as a driver you have the confidence just to keep going, but ultimately track position is king, isn't it? I'm not saying what he's doing is wrong.
No, of course.
But I think that's how I would approach. But you also risk dropping yourself into the traffic. If you make a bit of a mistake in the joker, then you've got to fight your way back for it.
Without a spotter as well, Hal, it may well be that you have a conversation. I'm not sure how old Uito is, but you have a conversation and go, right, the score is, if you're leading, you do not joker until the last lap. If you don't know what's going on,
fair enough, yeah.
Because it's a good, tactically, it's what Johan would do, and it's kind of the right thing. But I also, if you had a radio, you might go, you got 3.9. If you know it's not close, you'd go, wouldn't you?
It's all irrelevant because he's absolutely smashing it and pulling the margin, so it's fine.
0.7 again on that last lap, so Uito going to slot into the joker lap this time round. He was 3rd in the standings, just 2 points back from Lauri Hallinan. But Hallinan has got no answer for him here today. Uito comes through to take a clean sweep in round 3 of Rally X 2022. Uito wins, 2nd time this year. Hallinan, the championship leader, comes through in P2. And it's Lucas Anderson in P3. So the top 3 in the standings finish top 3 here at Kouvola for round 3. A whole round, of course, to go again tomorrow. But for Michael Uito, an absolutely brilliant performance.
Anderson made quite a mistake in the final corner as well. Lucky to not pay a too heavy price for that. Look at Hallinan, looks to the inside of Uito through the first corner. But Hallinan was all over the back of him early on. Bit of fighting forward position. The track's cleaned a little bit wider there. I think after the supercar semi-finals, which makes it a little easier for these tiny little crosscar machines to find the grip. Anderson was all over the back of Hallinan.
Which is where I thought he was going to get Hallinan when he joked.
So did I.
Hallinan had, on the first lap, Hal, he had a wicked exit from this corner. And I wonder if that's why he was right all over Uito, because you've got such a long run from there down to the braking zone in the downhill hairpin. But from then on, Uito's checked out. And great. Hallinan, he did a good one earlier today as well, didn't he, in Q3 that we saw. But yeah, top 3 in the championship, top 3 in the final again.
And look at in the background, Anderson's going to... Oh, he was lucky there that he didn't get forced that bit extra wide and into the gravel on the outside.
So round 3 goes to Michael Uito and Crosscar Jr. from Lauri Hallinan and Lucas Anderson. They were the top 3 in the standings, separated by just 2 points between them. Uito was down in 3rd. That might well see him take the lead in the championship. Of course, there's points from qualifying as well as from the finals here, but it's a brilliant drive. It's his 2nd win in a row. 6th in the final in Hollius, retired in that one at round 1, takes the win in round 2, and good to go. Taking a win here, 2 in a row.
Michael, congratulations, taking the win here in the Crosscar Junior. How do you feel?
I'm so excited. Car works very good. What a weekend.
What a weekend, exactly. Well done.
Yes.
There you go, and there's your answer. I wasn't sure how old he was, because they can be anything from 11 to 16.